Next up, we have PSMD Dark Matter Suite Remix by Onefin and hyquo, featured in Geometry Dash. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a Layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here musically. So, if you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member, all that good stuff. At the time of recording, we just passed 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you so much once again for that. I really appreciate it. I was not expecting to make it this far, this fast. So, thank you for each and every one of you. This is awesome. 2 disclaimers. Number one, this is my first time hearing this ever, so I will be pausing a lot, as I will be pointing things out and explaining things as I hear them or as I realize them. And number two, this is recorded live on stream on a single take. It's late at night. I'm starting to feel the exhaustion, so I might stumble upon my words. My brain. So whatever happens, happens. So, with that being said, let's do this. Let's see. Hi guys, before we begin, I'd like to give a shout out to my club partner, didn't get a subscriber, and a good friend, Lorb Shetty. He's really awesome, and it was an honor to get working with him. Drop by his channel for more stuff like this, so we get an extra collaboration. Let's do this. Let's see what we got. Dark Matter Suite. Let's go. Oh, you actually let the thing for a couple of seconds. All right, cool. Cool. Let's see where this goes. So we start with 2 elements. We have one synth that is holding down the chords, and the other one is giving us arpeggios. Arpeggios, let me actually spell that out. Oh, this is from the previous one. I forgot to delete it, because of course I did. So arpeggios, or arpeggiation, is when you play a chord one note at a time. Very useful for making chords sound like melodies, and very useful for determining pace. So let's see where it goes. We got some piano, and we have this higher synth. Kind of sounds like a glockenspiel, kind of sounds like a music box. For those of you who don't know what a glockenspiel looks like, this is one of my favorite percussion instruments. It's this funny looking fella over here. It's kind of like a miniature xylophone. It's tiny, and it just sounds divine. It sounds so innocent, celestial, kind of like stars. It's very, very beautiful. And most importantly, it's giving us our motif. The motif being the smallest version of our musical idea, the seed, the essence from which everything else comes from. And very pretty. Very, very pretty. Let's see where it goes. Left songs mixed. Okay, good to know. Ooh, and we're having another synth kind of echoing the last couple of notes, doing what is called a doubling. We're having those, like, the first half of the motif seems to be solo glockenspiel. I'm going to call it a glockenspiel just for the sake of simplicity. We're having that, and then the second half, we are having this other synth that kind of sounds more like an accordion doing a doubling. And a doubling is just more than one instrument playing the same thing at the same time, usually for the purposes of texture, and it just sounds very lovely. Let's see where it goes. Okay, we got our drum beat now. Ooh, this is kind of lo-fi. This is I think this is the first time we would have done lo-fi. Like, I don't know if this is going to continue for the rest of the track, but this is some lo-fi. And again, we repeat what we just had, just with the drums added this time around, and it just goes to highlight how unbelievably important drums truly are. So I'm going to mention it because I had only mentioned it once today. So if you want to hear an example of how unbelievably important drums can be in APs and the rhythm, listen to the intro of the song The Mirror by Dream Theater. The guitar is doing the exact same thing over and over for a minute. When you do that exact same thing, when you're doing the exact same thing over and over, it's called an ostinato. So the guitar is doing an ostinato for 1 minute. It's playing three chords. Just in a row. Cha cha chung, cha cha chung, cha cha chung, cha cha chung. That's all it's doing for 1 minute. The drums, the keyboard, the bass change around it, and at some points it is legitimately difficult to tell that the guitar is still doing the exact same thing. It's awesome. And in a different way, this is similar to what is happening right now. The first time around, we didn't really have a drum beat to guide it, so we just had the melody kind of floating there. And now that we have the drum beat here, it has landed, and now we are actually we're actually got the drum beat. And again, lo-fi is one of those very strange genres that we got in the 2010s that is so rhythmically straightforward yet ambiguous at the same time. It has so many interesting aspects to it that it's something that I'm completely fascinated by, and how chill the beat can sound having so much going on. So let's see where it goes. It's not entirely lo-fi, but it kind of goes there. We have the build-up synth going on. Oh, it breaks down. New rhythms. So yeah, now we're having, most importantly, we're having one synth keeping the beat. Bum, 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 bum. While the drums are just giving us what is called the downbeat. The downbeat is the start of a measure, and you can actually hear it. It's a little bit spooky. Yeah, it sounds a little bit spooky, and we're having this other synth giving us this falling melody. Still more or less the same shape of the motif. So it's cool to hear this variation. Let's just see where it goes. Oh, we got a bass now. More drum. Build-ups. We're building up. There's something so cool about electronic music that you have this type of synth that the only job it does is go from low note to high note, and it helps so much with cadence. Because once again, when you're making music, you're doing one of two things. You are building tension, or you're resolving that tension. That tiny point, where it can be as tiny or as big as you want it to be, is called a cadence. Do not take that out of context. So a cadence is just the resolution of the tension. And again, this synth that you can have is just so cool that you have a synth in electronic music. It starts low, it ends high, and it just goes, it's a straight line. It's a straight line, and it works so well in electronic music. It's unbelievable. What's the difference between a flying melody and a falling melody? They're both colloquial. Flying melody is something I came up with. I don't know about falling melody. Falling melody is just a melody that goes downwards. Flying melody is something that stays up. So there you go. I guess that would be the explanation I would give. So in this case, yes, this one kind of sounds like a flying melody because it's going downwards. It's slower and everything. But let's see where it goes. Let's see where it goes. Oh, dropping the beat, really cool. We bring back that other synth, the retro synth. That synth, that spooky synth, is going up and down. Ooh, and a little bit, ever so slightly. That was very subtle. That was really well made. A bit of rhythmic displacement. One of the kicks there was a little bit late. And the rhythms along with it were a little bit late. And that bit, rhythmic displacement, is that. You displace the rhythm ever so slightly, and it just... Yams, welcome today. How you doing? Let's see. We're having another synth in the background doing some quick arpeggios, reflecting. We change the mood again. Something kind of similar to... Ooh, I like this. Okay, so we're having the drums giving us this really cool rhythm. We're having two synths. One kind of faded out in the back. Not faded out, but kind of like obfuscated in the background. And then one in the foreground. One of them is going upward and then the other one is going downward. Giving us this call and response. Because the first melody is doing one thing. The second one is doing something that is a response immediately after. That is call and response. And it's giving us like this delayed sense of contrary motion, which when it comes to contrary motion, that is a type of that is one of the things when it comes to counterpoint, right? So counterpoint, Counterpoint is the study of melodies, how they are, how they interact with each other, how they develop. Usually, when you compare two melodies to one another, and there's three main types of motion when it comes to melodies. There's parallel, similar, and contrary. So when it comes to these, parallel is when you have two melodic lines that are doing the exact same thing at the same time, just from different points in the scale. Similar motion is when they're both roughly heading the same way, but one of them is more complicated than the other one. And contrary motion just means, well, they're going in the opposite direction. One goes up, the other one goes down. The other one goes up, the other one goes down. It's that simple. And what we're doing right here is we're taking the concept of contrary motion to an extent, and we're applying it to the call and response. So melody number one is doing a melody going up, and then afterwards, instead of doing it parallel, melody number two goes down. So it's giving us this really, really cool. And melody one is kind of in the background, a little bit further back, and it's really cool. It's a really, really cool way of exploring counterpoint in a way that isn't really counterpoint. This is really cool. Let's see where it goes. Oh, and we bring back the original one. We now have chords. Oh, that other synth is going crazy. Yeah, those arpeggios are going absolutely insane. Those arpeggios are absolutely insane. This is awesome. Let's see where it goes. Okay. The arpeggios are stabilizing. We're slowing down. Really cool moment of going off the ramp here. Sounds glitchy, sounds like everything broke down. And now, going off the ramp, that is a colloquial term that I use. Colloquial just means that there's no official term or academic term, or at least I'm not using it for the sake of simplicity and to be able to explain this, right? So, going off the ramp is what I call a section, usually transitionary between parts, that makes the listener feel up in the air, suspended, at the mercy of inertia, kind of like going off a ramp, waiting to see where we land. How do you achieve that? Remove the drums. Maybe the bass too. You do that, and you go off the ramp, which is precisely what happened here, except now we added the texture of glitches and things breaking down, so that adds an extra layer to this, giving it a bit of kind of like a breaking the fourth wall meta kind of thing. Really, really cool. Let's see where this goes. Yeah, everything completely broke down. Oh, we got some new chords here. Ooh, new rhythm. All right. We're just letting these chords play out with the new rhythm. And the chords with the highest note are bringing us a variation of our initial motif. We're still doing our initial variation of the motif. So first we just made sure the chords were there, and then we added a note high up that are still part of the chords, but now we arrange them in a way so that they resemble the original motif, except this time it's elongated. So when it comes to motivic development, you can do something called elongation, which just means stretching something so that it's slower. And in this case, we're doing elongation plus the new texture that we're having, or having this like echoing, which is called delay, by the way. Delay. There's two types of echo that you can make in music: delay and reverb. Reverb is kind of like you're in an empty church kind of thing, like in a big room, and the echo is kind of close to you. Delay is yelling in the Grand Canyon, right? Like you yell and it takes a while for the sound to bounce back to you. That's the difference between the delay and reverb. Right now we're having delay in these. So we're having this texture given to us by this really cool, like alien sounding synth with the chords giving us a little bit of delay, which echoes a little bit, and that gives the motif, because the original motif was this really cool, like downward going melody, and this time, because of the echoes that we're having, it's giving us this kind of like dotted version of the melody that is repeating itself and kind of not even doing this. It's more like just giving us the overall shape, even though it's the same thing. Overall speaking, it just takes a lot longer. So relatively speaking, it just looks like it's taking longer, but we are still getting that same overall shape. It just takes longer for it to resolve and to play out. Really cool, really cool. This is really cool. Let's see where it goes. We switch over to piano. Oh. Melody, we modulate a little bit. Which modulation is just going from one set of chords to another set of chords. As you can hear now, it sounds a little bit sadder, the music. And we got, what, fire going? Yep, a little bit of fire in the background. Some thunder. Very nice texture. A little bit of silence. Hey, we brought the glockenspiel. Kilak, welcome today. How you doing? I'm doing fantastic. And we are using one of the most powerful tools that musicians can have. Silence. We're still filling up with a little bit of white noise with the sound of fire in the background, which allows you to push that silence even further back. Creative. Because when it comes to music, every single sound you put in has to be intentional. One way or another. Like, yes, there might be like mistakes or like surprises in recording, but it's really, really nice to see this employed. I appreciate it. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I have no idea how I made it this far. I have no idea what I'm doing. My enemies can't know what I'm doing if I don't know what I'm doing. So, so yes, no, we're having this, and I like that we are using this white noise not just as texture, but now it serves a purpose, because now we can prolong, just push back the new repetition of the melody or the new iteration of the melody just a little bit further without boring the listener too much, because now there's actually... I need to do this in my music. Let's see where this goes. We have another synth now doing a doubling, which is what you're hearing right now. More than one instrument doing the same thing. Ooh! Oh, very glorious! Very glorious! Oh, this is just fun! This is just fun! Holy shit. Okay, so now we go to this, like, disco-esque electronic sound. We are bringing in some fairly new material. It still has resemblance to the original Motif. We're still developing that. Like, this still sounds like a good chunk of the stuff we've done before. The piano that we heard just now, that really sad piano that we had, now sounds a lot happier. It's still the overall shapes, those shapes that we got introduced there, which are shapes that we've heard throughout the piece. And this is just really fun. Let's see where it goes. Let me bring the echoes back. Okay. Ooh. Yep, there you go. There's the Motif. There's the Motif in the higher synth. Yeah, and we're doing inversions, partial inversions of the Motif. So, I talked about elongation, which, by the way, the opposite of elongation is reduction. Reduction is when you take something musically and you compress it so that it's faster. Elongation is something you stretch it, you make it slower. And now we're doing an inversion, partial inversion of the Motif. So inversion is when you take any sort of shape. In this case, we were having this rough shape when it comes to the Motif. We take that and we flip it upside down. So now it's going upwards. And we're having this back and forth between the different synths that we're having. Some of them are going up and then the other one is going down, and this very cool back and forth call and response. This is really cool, man. Let's see where it goes. Oh, it speeds up a little bit. Nice. Speeds up a little bit. I love those moments of... That is also rhythmic displacement, by the way. Interrupting the piece with these other little bits of just pure texture, really. Really cool, really fun, and it's rhythmic displacement. It works. Electronic music benefits so much from rhythmic displacement, so much more than the other one, because electronic music is one of those few genres where you can actually it can actually interrupt itself. You can chop it up, displace it a lot more, and it works so much better than in other genres. It's insane how good this is. Let's see where it goes. Oh, there you go, the motif in arpeggio form. Arpeggios, motif. Oh, very lovely. Oh, we're getting now speeding up with a similar shape of the motif. We're speeding up. Okay, so now we bring a completely new sound over here. But some of these rhythms we have heard before. They were just slower. So we're doing a reduction now with a new version of everything. I like how insanely progressive this piece has been, but it's still using a lot of the original material. Like, we're still reusing a bunch of material here in a very creative way, so it doesn't sound like we're just redoing things. We are re-exploring the material and just seeing where it goes. Let's see where it goes. This is really good. Let's see where it goes. We're speeding up now. We bring back this drum beat. Yep, there you go. We bring in the piano. That was quite the twist. We bring it back up. We speed it up again. Now we have a different drum beat. More melodically oriented. Oh, that was such a good hook to the next part. Okay, and now we are focusing more on the drum beat. This is more focused on the drum beat. We are holding our notes a little bit more. Like, we're doing part of the motif, we're holding the note, we're doing the next part of the motif, holding the note. Really, really cool. This is the inversion of the motif as well. So we're doing the inverted motif, we're holding the note, elongating that, then up we go, we elongate the note. It's filling up space very nicely. It's filling up time really nicely, and it's just letting you absorb the rest of the ensemble, what the rest of the ensemble is doing, while keeping the beat, while just enjoying the beat. Let's see where this goes. The bass changes a little bit. Off the ramp we go. Back to the piano. Another variation. When did this come out? 9 years ago. That click right there sounded like the sound that Nevrons make when you aggro them in Expedition 33. That's why I stopped, because it's my favorite game ever. I love Expedition 33. And the difference is, in Expedition 33, that click sounds twice. But it's almost the same sample. That caught me completely off guard, dude. This is from 9 years ago, dude, so there's no way. There's no way. It's just the same. It's just, what are the chances, dude? So yeah, no, we have this. We slow down. Let's see where it goes. Now we have the sound of rain instead of... No. I think it's still fire. Oh. We bring that quasi-lo-fi... Okay, we bring that quasi-lo-fi sound from earlier. We are now having the piano go through the melody a little bit more with some more doublings from the other synths that we've had before. Is the glockenspiel here? No, we're just having some of those other synths doubling the piano. Now completely to the piano. We bring down the scale. It's slowing down. A little bit. Oh, no, it's just me. We're modulating again. This could be the outro. I think this is the outro. Yeah, we're just revisiting, because this is a little bit of what we heard earlier. And... oh, we don't resolve it quite there. Oh, we bring back the glockenspiel for one last phrase. And we let those ring, and there you go. Oh my god, that was awesome. That was beautiful. That last click, oh, that caught me off guard. But yeah, there you go, man. That was really cool. That was very nice. That was a trip. That was a trip. I really like how everything sounded so insanely different, even though we were pretty much reusing the same material. Very creative. Very, very creative, especially considering how relatively there weren't too many layers going on. So it was all just reimagining, reinventing, and exploring what you had. This was really good. There you go. That was what Dark Matter Remix PSMD by Onefin and hyquo and Infinity and Lorb Shetty, featured in Geometry Dash. What a track, dude. That was a good way to end. This is a good way to end the night. Once again, everybody, this has been a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician and composer, and my objective here has been to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what's happened here musically. So, if you're watching this in the YouTube video archive thing, thank you for watching. Once again, at the time of recording, we just reached 3,000 subscribers, so thank you so much for 3K. I can't believe we're making it this far so quickly. Thank you for being here. Make sure you like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, follow the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use, become a member, all that good stuff. I said it out of order, so now my brain. So yes, if you want to listen to this without me interrupting every 3 seconds, I will be linking it down in the description. If you want to request a song and you're not on the live stream, go to the Discord, is linked down below. Go to the LFA requests channel and follow the instructions on the pinned messages. And if you want to catch the streams when they happen live, we aim for Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central European Time. If you want to know what time that is for you, or you want to see the full schedule, link down below are the Discord and the Twitch. They both have the full stream schedule in your local time zone, up to date and everything. Link down below. And follow the gaming channel, because of course I'm on YouTube. I have a gaming channel where we put the VODs of our after shows when or if they happen. Games Are Basterd. Link down below in the description, or just search on YouTube for Games Are Basterd. Same username as James R. Basterd. Just swap the J for a G and you got it. And yeah, there you go. Man, this was really fun. That was really fun. It was really, really fun. There you go. Onefin hyquo, Infinity, Lorb Shetty, Dark Matter Remix, Geometry Dash. Really good stuff, man. Really, really good stuff. But yeah, let's move on.